Good morning, everybody. So this is Vijayalakshmie. I'm going to talk about today mainframe modernization with a sample application. So we have already seen mainframe modernization, different methodologies, and maybe rehosting, replatform, refactor, rewrite, etc. So, but this is going to be discussed with some kind of a sample application in place. So how do we decide about the different approaches or strategies, right? So let's say, for example, when we have an application, I'm going to take as in banking as a sample application. So to understand the existing application volume and types of an application, different components, language type, etc., dependencies, we can go ahead with the ADDI for application analysis to figure out the inventories and dependencies, what are the different types available, etc., and the program dependency, transaction dependency, data dependency, all types of report you can able to get it from ADDI. And Endeavor, where if it is or changeman where the application is configured, from there as well we can try to figure out the complete inventory about the application, different environment stages, system, subsystem, different component types, etc. That will give you a better understanding about your existing application inventory and time. So now let's say, for example, we have a banking. I'm categorizing into 4 types of category. There are purely the batch workloads, which is a daily transaction based. There are few things are related to your customer interfaces. Okay, and there is something called as an online reporting or maybe batch reporting kind of a programs. So there is these kind of a categories of application is available in our example, whatever we took, where we have seen. So this is how it is. We are classifying this. These are the broader category of the application which we worked on. So out of which, let's say, for example, if you have daily transactions, which is batch oriented, which is scheduled through JCLs, and there are loan related, customer related, or user interface related transaction, which is CICS based screens. And there is another category is again the report generation module. So there are pure batch and online. So apart from that, what are the other things we need to look in? The data, what are kind of a data it is going to handle. So there are DB2 tables where all your customers and loan related informations are stored, and transactional basis and some kind of a reportings are maintained through VSAM. These are the predominantly the 2 data layer available in mainframe. Now looking into the various aspects of it, just a brief. Rehost, we don't do any change. It's going to be running in the newer environment. And replatform, with a minor tweak, you are going to run in the new platform, right? Runtime environment. So the way in which you're going to work is going to change for replatform. Refactor, you're going to do the code cleanup without changing the code logic. Rewrite, you're going to completely rewrite with either Java or Python or kind of stuff by extracting the business rule. Retain, you keep as is without touching up anything. So now, whatever the categories we had it, how do we classify? How do we propose some kind of an approach, right? So whatever is the daily transactions, we can have an approach called replatform it, meaning the way in which you change with the manual means can be changed with an automated pipeline, DevOps related pipelines automation in place. And we do also refactor by means of code cleanup so that your code quality will be better improved for the modern environment. So there are other user interface based CICS screen can be refactored with the modern IDEs like IBM developer for Z or Zowe Explorer, etc. And any kind of an archival mechanisms can be retained as it is in the mainframe based one. So this is how we will try to understand and propose the methodology which fits the best. Couple of cases, there is a customer we are facing and huge issues on a JCL scheduling. So in that case, we can try to see that how this can be refactored with code cleanup, and we can do the replatforming. The way in which it was managed can be changed with the modern pipeline orchestrations, etc. And we will not prefer for rewrite because it is going to be complete risk involved on rewriting the code. We may tend to miss some kind of a business logic. So the other category where the customer wanted to have the modern Z DevOps enablement achieved, right? So for that case, it's pretty much you need to refactor with the code on the modern development, modern code staging with the Git, modern development with IDEs or VS Explorer, modern build, modern deploy, orchestration with Jenkins, CI/CD, etc. So all with the modern tools. So the way in which you're going to work is going to be transformed. So we call as replatforming this, and refactor would well suit for this customers, right? So in a way, pretty much whatever the major cases, the replatforming or refactoring approach will put together will protect your core business logic as it is in your mainframe. And we are also improving the code quality by means of modern tools in place. Thereby, we are improving or we are enabling ZDevOps, and which also open up other opportunities on AI enablement in future, and which will also take it for your agentic AI implementation as well. Thank you so much. Keep follow us for our the latest updates. Thank you.